Well, you can be if you dial this number or punch it in or whatever. 434-394-0924. That's the number to call. It is Wednesday, September the 25th. We will ask you to hold on to your calls for this first portion of the show because we do have a special guest in our Francis E. Wood studio, and that is Sam Rabin. And let's see, Sam, can you switch over real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Sam is with Piedmont Habitat for Humanity, and they're talking about their fundraiser coming up on this coming Saturday from 6 to 10 o'clock, 6 p.m. until 10 o'clock at the Farmville Community Marketplace. So welcome, Sam, and we're going to give you the microphone right now and tell us about what's going on with Habitat for Humanity.
Well, thank you so much. Well, this coming Saturday, as you mentioned, we have our annual fundraiser that's kind of become one of our signature events in fundraising for the year. This will be our 6th year of doing it. And it's our Habitat for Humanity Pig Roast fundraiser. Mm-hmm. And it's just a fun night of good food, local craft brew, and some music. Just a great night to come out together and fellowship together and socialize, learn a little bit about Habitat, but spend a night with friends and underneath the stars.
How long have you been with Habitat?
So this is actually my 10th year that I've been here with our local Habitat for Humanity, so real excited to continue to get to be a part of the great work.
Well, we know that Habitat for Humanity, of course, builds houses.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So how many have you done this year, or are you in process of doing?
This has been a really exciting couple of years we have going on right now. Last year, we finished up 4 new homes right here in Farmville. Mm-hmm. And earlier this year, just a few months ago, we finished up 3 new homes over in the town of Crew in Nottoway County. We currently have 1 new home wrapping up and 1 getting ready to start under construction up in Nelson County. We are kind of a large area. And then right here closer to home, we just broke ground and have foundations going in on 5 brand new homes we're doing down in Keysville, Charlotte County. Mm-hmm. And we've got 1 slated for Cumberland County a little bit later this year into the beginning of next year. So there's a lot happening.
How large is your area?
So from our humble beginnings 30 years ago right here serving the town of Farmville, we've now expanded out to 6 counties. So we have Prince Edward, Buckingham, Charlotte, Cumberland, Nottoway, and Nelson County.
Wow.
We like to say it's a geographic service area that's larger than the size of the state of Delaware. So.
Oh, great. That's great. Now, your workers, are they all volunteers or?
So we rely a lot on volunteers. Mm-hmm. We have, contractors we also work with and subcontractors we work with that we definitely couldn't do it without. But, of course, volunteers are also the lifeblood of Habitat for Humanity. It's one of the things that helps us build affordable, but also helps bring the community together. So we're always, looking for those opportunities. Not everything is where we, sometimes you have to have certain skills, but then also sometimes you just have to have a willingness.
Right.
So we're always loved having volunteers come out.
Yeah, they can hammer a nail or
yes, ma'am.
do a.
And we have a lot of volunteers that in each of our counties, since we have such a large area, we have a county committee in each county that's made up of, local residents who really believe in the work, and they help kind of amplify the message, making sure everybody knows about Habitat. They help do local fundraisers. So that's a really great way, without even coming out on the construction side, a really great way of volunteering and giving of your time.
Well, now, from breaking ground to walking in with a key, how long does it take?
It can vary widely based on just kind of weather, circumstances and a lot. But right now we're trying to, a 5 to 6 month window of having that done. And that also allows time for each of our partner families, who's going to become a new homeowner, paying their affordable mortgage. They each have to give a minimum of 200 hours of volunteer time, what we call sweat equity. That could be working on their home. It could be volunteering in local community organizations. So there's also that time frame that, that's a lot of hours to get in addition to working your job and everything else you have to do. So
right. Well, now, how do these families qualify for a home?
So whenever we have an open application period, they fill out an application, and we look at three things. We look at their ability to pay. The biggest myth about Habitat is that we give homes away. We don't. Everybody has a mortgage to pay. It's made affordable by the way we're able to build and things we're able to do. But they have to have that, there's a minimum ability to pay that you have to make sure about. There has to be a need, and there's no shortage of need, unfortunately, in our region, whether it's renting somewhere that's not the best, or it's some overcrowding, or sometimes it's just people are spending way too much of their monthly income in order to afford a decent place.
Right.
And then the willingness to partner, that ability to volunteer, to be a part of the build. One thing we like to say is that we don't build for a family, we build with a family. And that's really, again, that's...
So you get to know them as well.
And it's such a blessing to get to know their story and to get to just have a small part in, because all of our partner families have just tremendous stories. And it's just so wonderful to get to know them, and for other members of the community that might not know them to get to know them as well.
Do you build like single story homes, basically?
Yes, ma'am. So basically just, kind of your basic single family detached, modest size home, but really, high quality, energy efficient houses.
Well, I think that's great. It's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And this pig roast that is coming up now, that's going to be at the Farmville Community Marketplace. And now, is that just right down the street? Just
right down the street. You almost see it out the window here.
Yeah, that's right behind the Presbyterian Church parking lot in that area.
Yes, ma'am. Right there beside, right by the High Bridge Trail there. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
They'll have the farmers market out there that morning, like they do most Saturdays, and then we'll be in there in the afternoon and evening. So,
tell us a little bit about the entertainment.
All right, so this year we've got JB and the Get Down Browns playing. So we're excited. This will be the first year we've been able to get them to play. So I know they're a real popular local and regional band, and so we're excited to have their variety of music going on.
What kind of variety of music is it?
So they play a little bit of everything, R&B, blues, classic rock, a little taste of beach music thrown in there too. So I think it's something for everyone.
All right.
But
and they'll be there, do they start up a little bit later on in the evening?
Yes, ma'am. So the event goes from 6 to 10, and then they usually, our band will play like 7:30 to 9, somewhere in that time frame right there. But, of course, you got great food going on and in the midst of it as well.
All right. The pig roast. Now, of course, it's going to be, they're not going to have it on the spit or anything like that.
No, ma'am. It's
that's good.
We've been blessed to have the Fish and Pig as one of our partners and sponsors almost from the beginning of this, and so they'll be out there doing their great food that everybody loves, a mixture of pork barbecue, chicken barbecue, all the sides, all the fixins. We're excited this year. Our dessert sponsor this year this will be the first time, the Grateful Fed. Is going to be making the pies and bringing the pies out. And then, of course, we'll have our wonderful partner who's been with us since the beginning, Three Roads Brewing, will be providing the craft beer. Of course, there'll also be non-alcoholic drinks as well. But it's a great family-friendly event. There's always lots of people, lots of kids, all ages come out.
Okay, are there going to be any special events for the kids, or
just coming out and having fun and enjoying being there?
All right. Well, now tell us about how much it costs.
Yes, ma'am. So the ticket prices are $30 for adults, and then $10 for ages 6 through 20. So we don't call that a kid's ticket because it does go up to 20.
Adults, I guess. Yeah.
You can get a college age in there too, and then 5 and under are free. Okay. So we're trying to keep it real affordable. So
now,
family
do you get the tickets at the event?
So you can right now you can come up and buy tickets at the event. That's no problem at all. You can also, if you want to get them early, you can get them online at our website, which is PiedmontHabitat.org, PiedmontHabitat.org, and it's right there on the front, on the main page there, how to get tickets for that. I've also brought in 4 tickets today that
we can give
we'd
away?
love for y'all to give away. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sounds like a great thing. And let's see, is this your annual fundraiser?
It is. This is one of our, we have quite a lot of different fundraisers going on, some smaller ones around our counties, but this is kind of our one big one that, and we all come together for.
Where does that money go to?
So this money just helps us continue to do our programs, continue to build, homes here locally. We've had a repair program that's been on a little bit of a pause while we're getting some construction staffing, revamped. But we're going to hopefully be bringing that back at the beginning of the year, and that's been a great way to help people beyond just the new homes.
Yeah, I guess COVID sort of put a damper on everything, didn't it?
It did, but we're like feeling good that we're getting back to full force now.
That's nice. That's nice to know. Well, now let's see. How long have you been in Farmville?
Myself personally, I tell you, I've been here now since I moved here in 2000. So it's 24 years now.
You have family?
I married a local girl, and she brought me back here from South Carolina. I've been here so long now, it just feels like it's my forever home.
Yeah, but you still got a little bit of that South Carolina twang.
Yes, ma'am. Charleston, South Carolina.
All right. It's a beautiful area.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, listen, we appreciate you coming in and talking with us.
Thank you.
And we certainly hope that the weather will contribute, but you're going to be under roof.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
so it'll be rain or shine, but we're hoping for that shine.
All right. Once again, it's from 6 to 10 o'clock this coming Saturday, the 28th. That's my daughter's birthday.
All right.
And they'll have lots of fun food, for a good place to mingle and get to know one another and meet with your friends, and also and support this wonderful program.
Thank you.
That we've been hearing about and looking at all these nice homes and everything to help those who can't afford something a little more expensive or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. And just leave those tickets with
right
us,
here.
and we'll make sure that we get them given away.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right. That's Sam Rabin. He is with Piedmont Habitat for Humanity, talking about Piedmont Habitat, also about the fundraiser, the Pig Roast fundraiser, that's coming up on Saturday evening from 6 to 10 with music by JB and the Get Down Browns. And they're all thankful for making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need of safe, decent, affordable housing in the counties. I can't believe that. They've got Buckingham, Charlotte, Cumberland, Nelson, Nottoway, and Prince Edward. They've certainly expanded. All right, it is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. This is the Call Flow radio show. I'm Chris Wood, and joining me is Noah Massage.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
It's going great.
Good.
Must say I'm about tired of the rain.
Oh, no, Chris.
I know, you're loving the rain,
That's
right?
great. I haven't had a good day streak like this since 2017. No, I'm kidding.
Do you know what I did yesterday?
Yeah.
What Iggy and I did yesterday?
What did you guys do?
Iggy laid on the bed
Mm-hmm.
while I went into my office area, bedroom, and I organized everything.
Oh, my goodness.
It took me 5 solid hours.
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah, I broke it up, but that's what I did. I said, this is a rainy day project. I told Iggy, it's a rainy day project, Iggy, behave yourself. So I gave her a bone to chew on, and that's what I did. I feel so much better.
Do you let Iggy out when it rains like this?
Sure. She's a lab.
She has to be out there.
Her. I mean, she's got to be out there.
How do you deal with the dirtiness of the dog afterwards?
Oh, I always keep a towel on the front porch.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, and she always knows that I've got to dry her off and all that. So
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I took her out twice yesterday.
Nice.
It was wet.
We used to have, growing up, we used to have, like, Labradoodles. We had 2 of them. Beautiful dogs. I just, like, it's got to be one of my favorite dogs, is, like, a Labradoodle. It's both cute and very, like, intelligent and just, like, very, I don't know. They're just beautiful dogs. Anyways, when it would rain, they would want to just go outside so bad, and like we would try to clean them up, but they would just like hide mud. I don't know, but like some
you hide not all those curls. I guess
exactly
you
do. under them. Like we would like try to dry them off, and we would be like, I think that's right. Like they look clean. They would come in. The second they came in, mud on the walls, on the carpet. I mean, like the kitchen's a disaster, and they would just shake, constantly, just shake particles of debris throughout the kitchen, into the living room, into my bedroom, everywhere. Chris, it was a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of, I guess, that's the deal. When you get a dog, you got to deal with the mess.
You do.
Warts and all, as they say.
Yeah. Well, she's pretty good.
That's good.
But she gets bored. Yeah. And, I'll tell her, I'll talk to her, and I say, well, let's go check the weather and see if it's not raining as much. Mm-hmm. So, both vehicles that I have roofs on them. So, it just depends upon whether it's pouring or whether it's misting or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, we make it through.
Oh, that's good.
And she gets a lot of snacks.
Oh, yes.
On rainy days.
I'm sure.
And we do have those
yes, I see some tickets to give away. I like this.
To the pig roast. Yeah, they're $30 tickets.
Yeah, these are expensive. These are not easy to come by, but we have very few to give away. So
keep listening.
Here, look out for the oink oink sound. Now, I'm not sure if we're doing that.
We'll have to ask John. We can work up that.
A little call back to the Duck Derby.
The quack,
yeah, the quack quack. Yeah. I think we should have like a wah or whatever.
Oink.
Oink.
Oink oink.
Yeah, I didn't grow up on a farm, Chris. I didn't grow up on a farm. I'm not sure what the animal. I mean, I think the cow goes moo, but I've never heard it, so I might be. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking around, Chris.
I know. Well, okay, all right. Let's move along here.
Oh well, let's mention. I almost forgot to mention this, Chris, but you made last week's recipe, the tortilla soup.
Mm-hmm, chicken tortilla soup.
Yes,
yeah.
tortilla, tomato,
right.
And not only did you make it, you brought some for me to try, which this is a first, guys. I got to be honest. It's the first time Chris has brought me vegetables to cook with, and I greatly appreciate that. I love cooking with different, ingredients, but this is a fully cooked.
I want you to have an early lunch.
Well, thank
you.
So
that so that I'm still here when you try it.
Yes.
You made, but it turned out really well.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I mean, the fact that you brought it in, you must be proud of something,
Chris.
This
was my first time, making that recipe, and it was very simple.
Yeah.
It had a lot of ingredients, but it didn't take long to assemble that. And but then I made it like on Sunday morning, and then I served it to Camden and Serena Sunday night. But then I waited and had some last night for supper, and it was really good. I mean, the flavors had really married. So
I love the sound of that. Anytime I'll cook food and leave it in my fridge for like a couple of days before I even attempt to eating it, because it truly, there is something to the waiting process and being patient about your food, and even going on a fast until you eat that food. I mean, it just makes the whole experience transcendent. It's like a spiritual thing that's happening.
Well, I'm going to tantalize you again with today's recipe.
Yeah.
And it is chicken parmesan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it is really sounds just absolutely delicious, and it's the way that you make it. And I saw the video, and I'm going to try to explain a few things with that. But it sounds absolutely delicious. I can't wait to try it myself.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's like there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. There's 1,000 ways to make chicken parmesan. Everybody's had it at one point. Not all the same though. I mean, they changed so drastically, the flavors and the texture, depending on the recipe, who's cooking it. If my mother's cooking it, there's a good chance that it's going to be good.
What about your Nona?
If my Nona's cooking it, I mean, like I'm celebrating for a whole month afterwards, Chris. I mean, it's a whole month affair, just like dancing and celebrating with the Parmesan. No. But I mean, I haven't really had bad chicken Parmesan, which maybe I'm lucky. I never had that, but I don't know. I just like some dishes like that. You have a bad version, and you're like, what went wrong? It's like
Well,
It's like
this one you're not going to go wrong.
Oh, well,
with.
that's good. That's great to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not
Unless
gonna
if
go
I
wrong with
cook
this
it,
one.
that is.
What?
Unless if that's me. Unless if I'm cooking it, then there's a chance it may go wrong.
No,
Oh,
no,
Chris,
not at all.
you're too kind.
All right, we have time
Mm-hmm.
to do a little bit of history. So, in 2016, American golfer Arnold Palmer,
Mm-hmm.
who used an unorthodox swing and an aggressive approach to become one of golf's most successful, well-liked stars, he died on this date in 2016 at the age of 87.
Ah.
It's one of my favorites. Such a nice man.
Yeah. I feel like I've had his tea before, and
Had his what?
A tea.
Oh, the
Arnold,
tea.
Yeah.
He makes
Arnold
tea?
Palmer. Well, yeah, it's a drink called the Arnold Palmer. It's a tea with
With
some alcoholic qualities to it. I think John Staten may have a couple of his shirts. John likes to wear golf shirts, which is cool.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Because nobody else does it, so he shouldn't like. It's like a different style. I like it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, good. I mean, he was a legend.
He was a legend.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's see. In 1970, hostilities came to an end during Black September, the brief but violent civil war between Palestine Liberation Organization and Jordan. That was in 1970. 1962, Sonny Liston became a world heavyweight boxing champion with a first-round knockout of Floyd Patterson in Chicago. In 1929, American journalist Barbara Walters, who was especially known for her highly effective technique in television interviews of world-renowned figures, was born on this date. And I think that's about it. That's about all we can
the
do
events, yeah.
for right now, because I've got to switch back now to
That's right. We're
our
about at the
weather
bottom
forecast.
of the hour.
We are at the bottom of the hour. And, okay, so we've got a sponsor here for our weather for the bottom of the hour, and that is the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The WFLO forecast goes like this. We'll see a chance of showers and then a chance of thunderstorms for it today. Look for a high around 80 degrees. It's going to be very, very muggy today. For tonight, low around 67 with that chance of thunderstorms and a chance of showers. For Thursday, look for a chance of showers with a high around 79. Thursday night, look for a chance of showers with a low of 68 degrees. On Friday, showers likely with a high of 75. On Friday night, a chance of thunderstorms, then a chance of showers. On Friday night, look for a low of 67. And for Saturday, though, it's just calling for partly sunny conditions. Mostly cloudy Saturday night with a low of 64. And for Sunday, a 30% chance of some showers, otherwise mostly cloudy, with a high of 75 degrees on Sunday. Humidity at 100%. Our winds now are calm. Barometer is steady at 30.03 inches. We have overcast conditions now, maybe a little light rain. Our temperature is at 66 degrees. That's your weather forecast brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookdale, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. Got our birthdays coming up. Birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, business formations, and collections. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1420. 522.
All right. Got the jazzy birthday music in here for today. Noah,
Hey, Chris.
it's your time to shine.
All right. Well, we had a little oopsie yesterday. We read the birthdays yesterday for today, and then we reread the ones for that day. But we're just going to go ahead and
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it
That's
again.
right. And starting off the list, we have Haley Morgan Wallace. And then we had a real difficult time with this name. I even showed it to John. He had no idea.
So it gives you time to practice. Though. You got it
Exactly.
right today.
Tyann Rigzerial. That's the name. That's how it's pronounced. Don't ask me. So he is having, it's Tyann Rigzerial Laval Shell the second. He's having a birthday, or she. Wade Walker is also celebrating today. And for the anniversaries, we have Brandon and Anna Bowling, Steve and Sean Ledger, and Chase and Karis Cox. They're all having an anniversary today. And, we had some anniversaries, some birthdays. And we also have Aurora Blinko of Farmville, turning 7 years old. Chris, do you remember when you turned 7?
More or less, yeah.
How was that?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I was sickly, sort of. I had tonsillitis, all that kind of stuff, and I remember turning 7. I had lost my 2 front teeth, so
that was a rough year.
That was a rough year.
Yeah.
And I was having to drag my brother to kindergarten. Mm-hmm. He didn't like school much. That was Mikey. I know.
Mikey.
He'd go and hide under the bed. He didn't want to
boy.
leave his mama.
Oh, well, with that
And he was that way for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway. Okay, so how can our folks get the birthdays to us?
They can send them in at birthdays@wflo.net, or they can call them in at 434-394-0924. That is the call-in number. If you have a birthday that you want to get to us right away, I highly recommend that method, calling in. But if you have something more casual, laid back, or you don't want to be heard, you can email those as well to birthdays@wflo.net.
All right. Thank you very much. And the birthday calendar brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson PC. For the right legal advice, visit her. Her office is on Main Street in Farmville. All right. It's time now for our recipe for the week. And we've been talking about it. It's chicken parmesan. It takes about 45 minutes to make. And here are the ingredients, folks. 4 skinless, boneless chicken breast halves. 4 of them. Fat ones, if you want. Salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. You'll need 2 large eggs. A cup of panko breadcrumbs, or more is needed. And they recommend that you use the panko. 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, divided. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, or more if needed. A 1/2 cup of olive oil for frying, or as needed. A 1/2 cup of prepared tomato sauce. Probably one of those little 6-ounce cans.
Yep.
1/4 cup of fresh mozzarella cut into small cubes. 1/4 cup of chopped fresh basil. A 1/2 cup of grated provolone cheese. And again, 2 more teaspoons of olive oil. All right, directions. Step 1, you gather all the ingredients. You preheat your oven to 450 degrees, okay? You place the chicken breasts between 2 sheets of heavy plastic. Resealable freezer bags will work well. And on a solid, level surface, firmly pound the chicken with the smooth side of a meat mallet to a thickness of a 1/2 inch. That way you can get out all of your frustration, too, if you're beating up that chicken breast to a 1/2 inch. Season the chicken thoroughly with salt and pepper using a sifter or a strainer. Sprinkle flour over chicken breasts, evenly coating both sides. Okay? All right. You beat your eggs in a shallow bowl and set aside. Now, the shallow bowl, I don't know. make it enough to where it will hold at least, one chicken breast that's been mashed. Mix the breadcrumbs and a half a cup of Parmesan cheese in a separate bowl and set that aside. Now dip a flour-coated chicken breast into the beaten eggs. Transfer the breast to the breadcrumb mixture, pressing crumbs into both sides. Repeat for each breast, and then you let the chicken rest because it's been beaten. It needs to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? All right. Now, you heat half an inch of olive oil into a large skillet on medium-high heat until it begins to shimmer, I should say. Cook chicken in the hot oil until golden, about 2 minutes per side. The chicken will finish cooking in the oven. That's, preheating. Transfer the chicken to a baking dish. Top each breast with 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce on each one. And don't let the sauce hit the pan. To keep it right on top of those chicken breasts, okay? Layer each chicken breast with equal amounts of mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, and provolone cheese. Then you sprinkle the remaining Parmesan over top and drizzle with a half a teaspoon of olive oil on each one. Okay? You bake in the preheated oven until the cheese is browned and bubbly and chicken breasts are no longer pink in the center, about 15 to 20 minutes in a 450-degree oven. An instant read thermometer inserted into the center should read at least 165 degrees. Okay, use high-quality prepared tomato sauce for a better result. You may substitute pesto or dried Italian herbs of your choice for basil, or omit entirely if you want to. But anyway, that's the way it is, and it looks delicious. And the secret is just letting that chicken rest, and then and layer it just like the instructions say, with the tomato sauce, and then the cheese, and then the basil and all that.
What if you want to drench your chicken in tomato sauce, though? Is there...
What, if you want to what?
Drench your chicken in the tomato sauce, like putting it in the oven. If you want it just all over the pan, is that a good idea? Or
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. Not for chicken Parmesan, I don't think. That I personally, if you wanted to do that, you could trust it, but I'd go by this recipe.
Okay.
But yeah. No, you don't want to drown your chicken in tomato sauce.
Oh, okay.
Tomato juice or
Really?
whatever. Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, we'll have we'll have that available on our website as soon as Noah decides he wants to do that. Okay, let's see. What time is it? It's 8:40, almost 8:41. Our temperature outside is 66 degrees. It still looks a little wet, but it doesn't look like if it's doing anything, it's a little drizzle.
Yeah.
And the fog coming in, it was low yesterday evening too, but fog and mist. Let's see here. What are we doing? We're doing our famous birthdays. Bring that up for today.
By the way, just to harp back on the recipe, I highly recommend if you live in a building with people below to try to find a good time in the day to tenderize your chicken. Not like late at night. Yeah, because I live in an apartment building, Chris, and I can't be doing this kind of stuff at 8 o'clock. I'll have people rush, like knocking on my door, being like, "Hey, knock it out!"
Yeah.
I had that happen actually once. It was
really
making brujol, which is like
What's that?
it's a steak kind of that you roll up with a prosciutto and like a cheese, and then you let those cook in tomato sauce. So you just like drop them in and leave it in there for like 40 minutes. Well, and the meat's just full of like tomato. That's the best. Tomato in steak and brujol and cheese.
What's the
cheese? I think it's like mozzarella, I want to say.
Yeah.
But it's kind of rolled up into a little, I don't know, just like you're rolling it up. It's about this wide, and then you just kind of roll that up with the prosciutto, and then
What's prosciutto?
Oh, it's like that. I'm sure you've had it before. It's like a very thin. I think it comes
Ham?
from a pig, or like ham. It's some sort of like thin,
Oh, okay.
very thin, but it's like cooked in a certain way. It's like very salty.
Oh yeah, I thought that was what it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's it's some of the best. If you like tomato sauce and if you like that meat and steak, it's very tomato heavy. By the way, if you're not a big fan of that, it might not be the dish for you, but it's one of my favorites. But anyway, yeah, I was like pounding, and then like I stepped downstairs, and the guy who like lived below me was like outside of his door, and he was just like, just standing out there, just being like shaking his head, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he was like, "Oh," I knew him too. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What are you doing up there?" I was like, "Oh, I'm cooking. Do you want some?" And he was like, no, it's fine. I don't know. He was like annoyed, but he was being nice about it. And I was like, hey man, when the Brajal calls, I gotta make it. So. But anyway, yeah. So, anywho.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let's check out our birthdays for today. Kristen Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas celebrate birthdays on today.
Ah.
That's right. They have the same birthday. And let's see.
Oh, did I get the birthdays up, Chris? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Michael
okay.
Douglas today turns
yes.
80 years old today.
Oh my goodness, Michael Douglas. He was in that movie that time. I do know him, but I can't think of a single film exactly. Well, he was in wasn't there a movie called like The Play that he played in, or no?
I
The
can't.
Game.
I can't. Let's see.
I'll yeah.
See what I'm reading here. Okay. Catherine Zeta-Jones must have had some work done or something because she looks kind of weird. Let's see. They have a daughter, his daughter, Carrie's Douglas, and son Dylan Douglas. They have America's Burning at the DGA Theater. That's the screening of America's Burning, so maybe he's a part of that. But anyway, he turns 80 today.
And he was in a Fatal Attraction.
He
Basic
portrayed
Instinct.
Liberace in Behind the Candelabra, too. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's see. Actor Mark Hamill turns 73. I wouldn't even recognize him. He attends the premiere of Wild Robot during that Toronto International Film Festival. That's the picture of him right there. And he voices a grizzly bear named Thorn in the upcoming animated film, The Wild Robot. So there you go. Okay, let's see who else. Michael Madsen. He turned 66 today. And he arrives at the premiere of the Black Klansman at the 71st International Film Festival in Cannes. So he must have been in that particular film. He played a mob captain in Donnie Brasco. All right, who else? Heather Locklear. John. She turned 62 today. And she once appeared in an episode of Hannah Montana. Heather Locklear. Will Smith, actor, turns 56 today. His latest film, Bad Boys, Ride or Die. And let's see, what his middle name is Carol. Will Carroll Smith.
Does he punch Chris Rock in that film too?
I don't see Chris Rock anywhere.
Okay. Well, that's good. That was that was kind of funny when that happened. Not saying what he did was right. It was just like a very odd Like, I mean, I don't know. The whole point of having a comedian is like, to poke fun at these people. I mean, like, it's like what you're getting involved with by going to that event. But like, I don't know. You don't punch people.
No, you don't.
But he did, and
yes,
so
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Michael Douglas's wife turns 55. Catherine Zeta-Jones. She turns 55 today. She won an Oscar in 2003 for her supporting role in Chicago. Have you ever seen that
Chicago,
with Renee Zellweger and
Windy City
and Richard
Chicago.
Gere and Catherine Zeta-Jones? That version of Chicago. You've got to see it if you like musicals and stuff.
I
Those
hate
two.
musicals.
I know, but it's really, really.
There's a couple I will watch.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be one of them.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a pretty entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Donald Glover performs at the BET Awards, and he turns 41 today. He's an actor-rapper. He played a younger Lando Calrissian in Solo, a Star Wars story. So, more birthdays for today. We have polka bandleader Jimmy Sturr, 83. Actor Josh Taylor of Days of Our Lives and Valerie's Family is 81. Actor Robert Walden of Lou Grant is 81. Model Cheryl Teagues is 77. And actor Mimi Kennedy of Dharma and Greg is 76. And we'll hold it right there because we do have a caller on the air. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Show.
Oh, great. Thank you. Good morning, guys, gals.
Good morning.
Uh-huh. What was I going to say? Oh, they have the fair starting in a day or two.
It started already. Well, I mean, I guess it was supposed to start tomorrow or today. Yesterday. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to start yesterday, but I think the rain, they called it off. Is that right, Chris? You would know better.
I don't know.
Okay, that's what happened then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. So
Have you ever been to the pro wrestling?
I've never been, but John told me about it. He, yeah, he said it was very good. He enjoyed it. He saw one of those guys, not Andre the Giant, but like one of the classic, wrestlers.
Oh, that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Do they have wrestling during the fair?
Yeah.
Really?
They have like wrestlers there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be this weekend. They say pro wrestling, so.
All right, that's all fake. It's all choreographed.
Oh my
God!
That
anyway.
was like telling me the ending to a good movie. Holy cow! Dig, lady.
Yeah.
That's like telling me Santa's real or not real. I should say.
Oh my God!
I bombed the joke. Oh goodness. Yeah.
Holy cow! Shame on you.
I know. Shame on me. I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Oh my gosh! Yes, all the kids listening out there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mom.
Oh no.
Well, it's still fun to watch.
It is. I tell you, do you ever catch it once in a while on television?
Yes.
Those guys are true athletes. All that jumping as high and flipping around. And
Yep. You have to be a good athlete. That's for sure.
Heck yes. I'm wondering if there should be a almost like a charity match between two of the men from Flow. The Speedos on and, a little bit of eyeshadow. Why not?
Well, I think Noah stepped out for a little bit. But anyway, I'll mention that to him. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Noah, our first caller said that you and John should have a match together, a charity match.
Yeah, we
Wrestling
should.
match.
We should. And
yeah,
that's right. If I was doing a charity match, I would have to play off the other person's weaknesses. So maybe like find a flight of stairs to. This sounds terrible. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, or they hate spiders, so you have a spider in a jar.
Or just like a ladder or something that's like very intimidating and tall. I can like push him off of. Well, anyways, that's kind of.
Wow.
I'm just thinking with my head here, you know. Hey.
Yeah.
Definitely not with his heart.
Oh, man. Come on, Chris. Nobody's got time for that. Thinking with your heart?
Oh,
It's crazy.
yeah. Well,
You know,
are they going to have, I guess they'll have the Miss 5 County Fair contest, you know, the Little Miss and Junior Miss. And
Oh, yeah.
all
Uh-huh.
that. Laura was Little Miss
Really?
way
Wow.
back when, but yeah, she was. She was crowned Little Miss 5 County Fair. So, just thought I'd throw that in there.
When was the last time you went, Chris, to the 5 County?
I used to MC the contests,
Okay, wow.
the Miss 5 County Fair. So, you know, and then I think our girl, Hannah Eason, which was been about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, was in the Miss 5 County Fair
Wow.
contest, and Francis and I went to support her.
Nice.
So, but being, I always used to take my son, Trey, his birthday's on the 12th of September, to the 5 County Fair with a bunch of his friends for his birthday. And so I always remember that. And, you know, otherwise, no, I haven't been in a while.
Okay.
I do like to see the animals and all that, but the rides, no. Maybe I'd ride the Ferris wheel if it's a small Ferris wheel. Yeah,
Oh,
nothing else.
no.
Yeah.
Caller,
Here's
are
a,
you, oh, sorry.
What's that?
Will
Go
you
ahead,
be?
sir.
Will you be at the 5 County Fair on one of these days? This
I would
week?
say probably not, no.
Oh,
More than likely not. I would like to go, but I think my better half is out leaving town for a few days.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. We thought you might enter your goats.
Yeah, that would be. There you go. Well, they look like roughnecks. They are roughnecks.
Oh, they are?
They're like, oh my gosh, yeah. They're just as kind as can be, but they're like, we got one that's a bully.
Oh.
So,
Of course, he has horns. Does he butt everybody else around?
whoever he can, he chases the dogs around.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I bet
So,
that's
and the other two
entertaining.
just.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh, it is. Yes, yes. But you know, I have a This is something we were chatting about a few days ago. Just humans that are around me sometimes, and they thought it was the most stupid scenario. So I'm going to run it past you guys, and you can say that's stupid. I'm not even going to answer it. Ready?
Yep.
You guys are probably rolling your eyes. Okay, you walk into somebody's kitchen, okay?
Yeah.
And the door to the dishwasher is down, and you see a toilet brush in there. Would you eat off their china?
If it's down,
Yes.
and there's
which
a
means
toilet
it's probably
brush,
been cleaned.
Yeah. Oh boy. Chris, I'm gonna have to go with no.
No, this is no for me.
I would eat with like I'd probably like eat with my hand. I would still eat there. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
the food's cooked. So I'm sure the food's fine, but maybe I would not eat off their china. That's a red flag. What they call these days. That's no good.
Oh,
Bad sign.
good. I have somebody that supports me. Yes.
Why would somebody?
I had.
Did somebody say
Well,
that?
everybody I spoke to was like, "Yeah, it's clean. I'll eat it." Yeah.
Okay, caller. Some advice. You got to lose all of those people. Get them out of your life. You don't need them.
Oh, my gosh.
Those are not good friends.
Daggone. Yes.
Well, I figure if somebody's going to put a toilet brush in their dishwasher, they'll put just about anything in the dishwasher.
Yeah. Or anything in their
I can
toilet.
picture
Or anything.
that,
Who knows? They might be washing the dishes in the toilet water, Chris.
Oh my
Oh, man.
gosh.
They might open that like top lid and use that as like a little scrubbing station, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
my, their dentures are in there.
Oh god.
But
I'm glad I ate my breakfast about a half an
Yeah.
hour ago. Now I'm hungry. You know.
so if you go into somebody's house and the dishwasher is emptied and you start eating and they're giggling, you know what they did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So, have you guys heard They must have played a clip over the weekend, and it's a voting song by Willie Nelson. Vote him out.
I lost touch with Willie ever since he did that Taco Bell commercial back in God knows when. It was like 2000s. I don't know. I don't trust anything that guy says anymore. No. I did not.
It's just a song he made, and it's kind of a twist about voting, and I think it's worth listening to.
Okay.
And but anyway, do you believe when he said that he had smoked weed on the top of the White House? Do you remember that little thing going around?
Yes, yeah. I would say Willie. I mean, there's a likelihood of him smoking weed about just about any place this world can offer. I mean, if that means on top of the pyramids, I mean, there's a possibility. You know. Yeah.
I have to agree with that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here smoking weed and singing songs. Go vote the polls. Yeah. Oh. You
I'm just watching the squirrel across the street.
Oh, gotcha.
In front of the church.
Oh.
It's got a really bushy tail. Anyway, yeah, well, you know, I like Willie Nelson now even more as his music and everything, especially when he starts with the standard albums using various artists. I like the music that he's doing now. Yeah. Of course, he's old as dirt.
Yeah.
How old is he? I'm not sure.
Old enough.
Old enough to know better, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Chris.
Okay, that's what Mother says. You're old enough to know better. Anyway.
Like a hologram now when he's in concert.
Okay. All right.
But
this has been a very eventful call.
Yes, I must say. Okay, we've got to go.
Okay, all right.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day, and don't float away out there.
And check your dishwasher.
Yeah, check your dishwasher too.
All right, goodbye.
Chris, I would like to mention of course, the contest or the giveaway that we're running. The Farmville Now is coming soon. It's not out yet, but it will be soon. But you can sign up for the newsletter for a chance to win $500 and also receiving the Farmville Now newsletter by going to farmvillenow.com. That's where you sign up. And the contest runs through the October 5th. And the announcement of the winner will be on Call Flow the morning of October 7th, which is going to be a very exciting.
Oh, I know.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So if you want to win that $500, you've got to go to farmvillenow.com and register. Yep. Okay?
Correct.
All right. So do that.
Yeah, I've done it. Well, that would look bad if I won. Look like, I don't know. But that's not going to happen.
No.
I'm going to,
No,
maybe I should opt myself out of the
I think
the running.
Yeah.
But no, it's very exciting. It's a full event calendar for Farmville, Virginia. All the events that you can imagine that are happening in Farmville are they are being shown on that website. It's amazing. It's like you're all in one source.